What's up, gamers? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to look at all of my plots in Bloxburg. There was a question in my question and answer video which asked about my plots, and in the video I didn't go into much detail for any of them because I thought it'd be better to do a separate video about them because I have quite a few. Before we start, most of these plots are speed builds, so in case there's one that you see that you like, all of the ones that have videos on my channel will be linked in the description, so don't forget to check that. Let's begin, shall we? Alright, so as you can see I have a long list of plots. The first one on the list is my IRL house, but here it is. Yep, it's just the house that I lived in. Nothing too crazy about it. I never really did much with it except for the outside and my bedroom, because those are the only parts that anyone really cares about. So, alright, moving on. We have the next plot, which is Christmas Town. This Christmas Town is the first ever Christmas Town that I made. I think I made it in 2018. Yeah, Christmas of 2018, and I never did a video on it or anything because it wasn't that good, but I think you guys saw it in one of the Bloxburg Kid episodes when we go on a Christmas vacation. Anyway, the next one is the Roomies Hangout. This is one of my favorite houses that I've ever built. So you can see it here. This house was inspired by one that I saw in a K-drama, as most of my houses are inspired by K-dramas. I really like this house. If I could live in one of my Bloxburg houses, it would be this one. Alright, next one, we have Elf Workshop plot. I built this in the same year that I built my Christmas Town, and it's not very good. It's actually very ugly and bright and just not one of my finest builds. I don't know how much this costs either. My bad. Alright, the next one is Mega Modern Mansion, which is one of the biggest mansions that I've built. And I build a lot of mansions. So yeah, here it is. It's actually one of the mansions that I built without having like an inspiration picture or anything. Like I just went with the flow and built it. And I wasn't really looking at any specific houses. It also took me way too long because I just continued to like start on it but then lose motivation for it. Alright, the next one is also a mansion. It is the red brick mansion, which I just now uploaded. This mansion is $454,000. It's pretty expensive, even without the cars, but it's really nice, in my opinion. Alright, next one is 2020 Town, also known as New Chandler, or New Chnndler, or New chanandler, whatever you want to call it. This is the town that I've been working on for the past few months. Is it multiple months or just one? I think it's like 2 or 3 months. And it's just about almost finished. I think there's one more speed build coming. I'm still working on it because there's a lot that needs to be done, but yeah, it's almost complete. I don't think this is my favorite town that I built. I mean, there's only one other town that I can compare it to, but as the plot data gets filled up, I start to lose motivation to build in it. Alright, next one. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the value of the town is currently at $1,151,000. Next, we have the Fall Family Mansion. I built this in the fall, as the title of the plot would mention, and this plot is $467,000, which is quite a lot. None of my houses are cheap, that's for sure. Honestly, I have nothing to say about this plot. I don't really know if I'm supposed to say things about these plots. I'm not really good at describing things, but alright, the next town is New Devon Town, which is the town that I completed a while ago, which took me a really long time, but I really like how it turned out. It's one of my favorite builds that I've done. I spent a lot of time on it and a lot of money on it. This town costs $1,331,000, which is almost the same amount that my current town is coming to be. It's pretty expensive, man. Alright, the next one on the list is Penthouse House Rebuild. I built a penthouse and then I rebuilt it, and that's what this is. I gave it an exterior, basically. This penthouse cost $258,000, which is actually not as expensive as the rest of my builds, but it's quite small. Alright, the next one is my spooky hotel. I recently did a tour of this. Scrap that, I will open it, but I won't show it too much. So if you want to see the tour of that, you can click on the link in the description to view that. But anyway, here's some of the exterior, as you can see. Anyway, as I was saying, you can see the outside of the hotel now. This hotel took me a very long time, and I never even ended up uploading it or anything, but it cost $1,222,000. That's a lot. It's very expensive, and it's very detailed. And it's just as laggy as all of my towns. Alright, next one. Next we have the little loft house. Alright, here it is. We have the little loft house, valued at $123,000. Probably one of my cheapest builds. I don't know, I was trying to make a tiny house, but then I added an attic, so it's not really a tiny house. But I don't know, it's cute, I guess. Next, after that, we have the Deluxe navy blue mansion. Alright, I built this like a year ago, I think, when I started to do mansions, and it's not my favorite build, but it is one of the ones where I started working harder on certain parts of my builds, like landscaping and stuff like that. This house is $360,000. Alright, next one. Next one we have my beach house getaway. This one is valued at $461,000, and it took me a really long time to build because it's a really big build. What else was I gonna say? I don't know. But anyway, here it is. It's one of my favorite houses that I've ever built. I feel like I've said that about all of my builds, but that's just because I keep the ones that I like. There's a lot more builds that I've done that I don't actually have anymore. What's next? Blue Craftsman house. I don't think I'm going to show this one yet because I'm actually doing a speed build of this. So just know that it's here, but I won't be showing it. Alright, the next one we have is the Midnight Modern Mansion. This mansion is valued at $627,000. I wrote it like really weird, so I couldn't read it. $627,000, is that correct? That's a lot of money, man. Alright, next one. Which one were we on? Okay, the Parasite Town is nothing. There's basically nothing there. And I don't think I'll be doing anything with that. So we'll skip it and go to Christmas Town 2.0. Peter did a tour of this back in Christmas time, so I'll leave a link to that in the description if you want to watch it, since this is not going to be an in-depth tour. But yeah, this town costs $1,199,000, which is a lot. It's all a lot. Where do I get all of this money? Who knows? Alright, next we have the traditional Christmas home. Here it is. As you can see, it's very snowy and all ready for the Christmas season, even though it's June. This house costs $287,000, which is actually a pretty good price. Not gonna lie. I really don't know what to say about these plots at this point. I mean, you're just here to see them all, aren't you? This is a tropical town that I'm working on, so I won't be showing it here. This is also a plot that I'm working on, so I won't be showing it. This is also a plot that I'm working on, so I won't be showing it because they're all potential videos coming soon. Beachside vacation house. Okay, finally a house that I can show. This house is valued at $427,000, mostly because of the water and because of the roofs that I use for the terrain. And yeah, this house was really lucky actually, because that right after I started building it, the new update came out. The update which made it so that you could place things on roofs. So that was really good. Alright, the next one after that is Modern Mountain Mansion, one of my favorite builds as well. This build is $398,000. pretty crazy, man. Right, and here we have Chnandler's restaurant. This is a restaurant that I recently built. It is valued at $298,000, which is pretty good considering all of the stuff that is in it. And here's what it looks like. Yeah, it's very much that style, and I think this is my style, like one of my favorite styles of building, even though it's really hard to do, but I really like it. This is an empty plot, and this is an empty plot. And then we have the simple beach house, which is a speed build that literally just went up before this video is out, so. Alright, and I think that that's it for all of my plots. Yeah, you saw them all. Should we count them? Hold on, let me see how many there are. 27, only about 28. That's not that bad. Yeah, 28 plots. That's all 28 of my plots. Wow. Alright, so if you enjoyed the video, you can give it a thumbs up, I guess. It's up to you. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, gamers. Thanks for watching. Peace.